Did you know there's a family in West Virginia who spent their entire lives searching for children who may or may not have died in a fire? A fire that burned their home to the ground, a fire that left no bodies, and a fire that ignited one of the strangest mysteries in American history. It was Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family, George, Jenny, and their 10 children were preparing for the holiday. The tree glowed, the house smelled of pine, and the youngest kids begged to stay up late. Their parents agreed, unaware they had just signed their death warrant. Around midnight, the phone rang. Jenny answered, only to hear a woman laughing, glasses clinking, and a strange voice asking for someone Jenny didn't know. When Jenny said she had the wrong number, the woman laughed again and hung up. The moment Jenny set the phone down, she felt something was wrong. But she went back to bed, unaware that outside, someone was watching the house. Just after 1 a.m., Jenny awoke again, this time to the smell of smoke. Flames were crawling up the walls. 5 of her children slept upstairs, half asleep and panicked. The parents rushed to gather everyone, but only 4 made it out. The other 5 were never seen again. The fire consumed the home in 45 minutes. When the fire department finally arrived, they searched the smoldering ruins for the remains of the children, but there were no bones, no teeth, nothing. Experts later explained that even house fires leave fragments. So how could 5 children completely vanish? Then the oddities began to pile up. The phone line wasn't destroyed by fire. It had been cut. The family's ladder, always propped against the house, had been mysteriously moved and found in a ditch far away. Their coal truck, needed to drive for help, had been tampered with and wouldn't start. And witnesses later reported seeing strangers parked along the road, watching the house just before the fire started. This wasn't an accident. It felt like a message. If the children didn't die in the fire, where did they go? A woman claimed she saw them driving away in a car that night. A motel owner swore she saw 5 children with Italian-looking men the next morning. A bus driver said he saw kids throwing something out a car window, like they were trying to signal for help. Each story different, each one terrifying. Then came the photograph. Decades later, the Sodder family received an envelope. No return address. No message. Inside was a picture of a young man. On the back, Louis Sodder. I love brother Frankie. Louis was one of the missing children. His parents stared at the photo for hours. The eyes, the jawline, the smile, it looked like Louis, older, alive. But again, no location, no explanation. Just a face staring back from the past. People started connecting dots the family didn't see at first. George, the father, had been very vocal against Mussolini. He'd argued with local Italian families. He'd received threats, and just weeks before the fire, a stranger visited the Sodder home and said, "Your house, it'll go up in smoke someday. Your kids will be destroyed." The warning sounded like a curse or a promise. Some believe the children were taken by a political group. Others think they were sold or trafficked. And some even suggest they were taken to silence their father. Whatever happened, the fire may have been nothing more than a distraction. For the rest of their lives, George and Jenny Sodder never stopped searching. They hired private investigators. They followed tips across the country. They even put up a massive billboard on a nearby highway, a haunting reminder with the children's faces printed large, staring down at passing cars. People called it eerie, others called it heartbreaking. To the Sodders, it was hope. George died still searching. Jenny, wearing black every day, passed away years later, still unsure if her children were dead or waiting for her somewhere. The remaining Sodder children grew old, but the mystery never aged. It stayed frozen in time, like the photograph of Louis they kept above the fireplace, a picture of a boy who may have lived, or a ghost in the shape of hope. So today, the Sodder home is gone, burned to ash, but the mystery lives on, passed from parent to child, whispered on cold December nights. 5 children vanished into the flames. Yet no fire could erase their story. And sometimes, late at night, people passing the old property swear they hear children laughing, faint, distant, carried by the wind, a sound that makes you wonder, did the Sodder children truly die that night, or are they still out there somewhere, waiting to be found?